So we're going to go and see the priest. Oh, we've got to find these people first. Let's do that. We've got people to find. Now, I was running a shotgun and assault rifle build, wasn't I? So we've got 6 chaps to find. First one's just around here. He's up in the corner here. Let's finish these guys off. There he is. Well, you should probably put him out of his misery. Sorry, John. Next guy's over here. Can we get through? We cannot. These guys? There he is, Joe Rogers. Hey, Joe. So in the secret world, you can have one main mission 3 side missions at any time. This is a side mission. Our next guy is around here somewhere. Is that him? That is him there. He looks undead. We should probably do the right thing and put him out of his misery. Okay, who's next? Oh, it's the one up in the... Okay, right, we've got to go up to the fire station. Do you know what? We can go up this way. in the corner there, isn't it? Alright, so we've got 2 people left to find. One's up the house here. Mary Brewster. The former Mary Brewster. And it's just Christopher Martin left. And oh, where is Chris? Is he up in the graveyard somewhere? I think he might be. It's a good place to finish anyway, that and go into the church. See Father Ted. So. Yep, he's actually in the church. There we go. So. Father Henry, sorry, not Father Ted. We have 2 investigation missions and 2 action missions. Well, let's do the action missions first, get a bit of experience points. As before, let's watch the cutscene.
Blessed are the meek, but doubly blessed are those who do the Lord's work boldly. It is through His grace that we find sanctuary in His house, when His house is besieged by zombies. Not to belittle the Lord's work, but perhaps the Illuminated Ones made this place a safe place through some conjuration of theirs. Blessed by the Lord, of course, or at the very least tolerated. Whatever the providence of our sanctuary, it extends no further than the doorstep. Even the cemetery spills over with the devil's spawn. I've tried prayer, I've tried my 44, but Satan's wearing Kevlar, and Bible thumping just pisses them off.
Let's go do something about it then, shall we? Come on, boys. Okay, let's have a look at the wards. Third one. Okay. We need to draw wards on fences. Quite a disturbing word, isn't it? Unquiet. Would like some sort of a direct heal. Maybe after this mission. I've got a few AP, so I can go and have a look and see what I can spend them on. Vengeful. Oh, right, okay. Right, I'm going to get back into the church, and then we'll have a look at our build. See if we can get a couple more skills. Yeah, you can chase me, boys, but I'm going in the church. Hey ho! Right. Alright, I think I'm good for the moment. So, let's have a look. Okay, so we got an elite skill. Nice. So we'll have that there. Take that one out. Those are my two builders. And there I will have buckshot in as well, I think. There you go. See what that does. Nicodemus, welcome back, dude. Lovely to have you here. We are, as you can see, in the church, and Safi's just going to do another action mission before we tackle our first investigation. Dust to dust. Unmarked mass graves.
Kingsmouth is not a town without its blight, its fallow seasons. In times past, these lands have borne bad fruit. The demons are plucking forgotten apples that should have been left to rot on the boughs of Kingsmouth's tree, planted in unsanctified soil. By apples, I mean bodies. The tree represents, graves, and the unsanctified soil means, well, unsanctified soil. Unmarked graves. Mass graves. They operated with rationale, our illuminated ancestors. I'm sure of it. I mean, who am I to question these men of action? Those men of God. Even if they did stumble in their faith, well, that can happen to all of us. We forget to say grace. We lie. We cheat. We fornicate. We do worse. We have more immediate concerns than being ministers of past sins. What they're digging up is something that should remain buried, hidden from inquisitive eyes and wagging tongues. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Okay. Let's go locate an unmarked mass grave. So episode 1 of The Adventures of Saffron Mallory is out on YouTube now. Kill charred remains and witch trial victims. Three down. Four. Okay, locate a second mass grave. Off we go again. You know, it's quite refreshing doing this again from the start. Because it's challenging again.
To make it happy, and there'll be no problem. We're on time to knock high.
Thank you very much for the follow, Amy. Welcome to the Boiler Room. Yes, no, this game is not dead. This is the original Secret World. This is not Secret World Legends. I am playing it from the start. You can still play it. The server is kind of in maintenance mode, but it is still available. There are still people who play it. We do dungeons, we do raids. Yeah. It's a small community, but a dedicated one. If you have a look on the instructions below the panel there, you should be able to see some instructions on how to get it up and running again. Any one time is usually between 10 and 20 of us online. But lovely to see you, Amy. I am playing from the start with a brand new character, experiencing the story for the first time in a decade. So, really looking forward to it. This is the second stream. I believe it does, Amy. We've got about 10 or 20 on here. I think Legends has about 100 or so playing. Did you play this game before? Okay, you're off to some more mass graves. Well, it's funny you should say that, Amy, but I always thought that the Secret World was far better almost as a single-player MMO. In that you go to London, you go to New York, you go to Agartha, and you can interact with people. But then when you go out in the world, There's not that many people around. So this sort of thing kind of works in the Secret World's favour. What do you think? I think there are people who would argue that the Secret World may well have been better off as a single player, or at least a sort of a co-op RPG. Rather than an MMO. I don't know. No, it's there are still paywalls for the issues. I plumped for the Grandmaster pack back in 2012, so I've never had to pay for a subscription or any of the issues. Don't usually go for lifetime subs, but I'm glad I went with this one. Right, what am I doing here? Another mass grave? Yeah. Reawakened cultists. Ah, there's one. Two. No, unfortunately not, Amy. The Secret World story finished at the end of Japan. Legends then did continue it apparently into South Africa. I haven't tried that content myself. I have tried playing Legends a couple of times, but I've never got as far as the new story. But again, I don't know whether that seems to have been abandoned as well. Certainly Legends hasn't had a meaningful update in a while. I discovered this community around about this time last year, I think it was, and I was so happy because this is one of my favourite games of all time. This is why I keep playing it. Kind of. I say kind of because you don't actually have to pay for the issues, but they are generally integrated into the story. Judge Bread, welcome. Haven't seen you for a while. How you doing? Welcome to the adventures of Saffron Mallory. Another mass grave. My word, how many of them are there around here? Are we talking about a plethora? Could well be. We'll do that in a minute. Another mass grave. Kill cultists. That looks like a cultist. Don't know whether these are cultists or not. We'll give it a go. Warriors. I think the cultists are the blue ones, aren't they? Well, I'm starting a new character. Playing the story again for the first time in a decade. Experiencing it all for the first time, kind of. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's a challenge. Got basic quality 1 gear. And yeah, it is challenging. Need one more cultist. There you go. Okay, and the pirate chappie, I think, is out here, isn't he? Is he the pirate? Yes, he's the pirate chappie. Let's have him. So we've got a couple of reports to send in, and we've got to go and see Miss Norma. So let's go and do that, shall we? Yeah, I know what you mean, Judge. So I guess I have to ask, how was COVID? I'm guessing not fun. I think Norma's around here, isn't she? There, yeah. I'm not going to do Norma's quests just yet. We'll go back to the to Father Ted in a minute.
Well now, I'm not much fit for entertaining, but I reckon you ain't much in the mood for hospitality either, am I right? Oh, I'm not a big talker, eh? I'm used to that from a surly husband, and kids more comfortable with kicking a ball around than having a conversation with their ma. Name's Nama. Nama Creed. Raised a family up here before this dungeon thick fog came took 'em is my story. Helen sent you over to check on me, I reckon. Now, your concern is wicked kind, but I don't need any pitying. I got my shotgun, I got what's left of my wits. I'll manage. Now, this hullabaloo began after the Lady Margaret came back. My husband Larry, the others, we all thought that they'd gone missing out there, but the sea took 'em. They came back. Whole town could finally breathe again. But then came that fog, like it was following 'em back to shore. 'Twas right, said they, such birds to slay, that bring the fog and mist. Don't ask me where I got that from. Probably heard it on Oprah. Never got to ask Larry about what happened in those weeks they were gone. Been around gift horses long enough not to look 'em in the mouth. He was back. Thought life would go on the way life goes on, one day at a time. When the fog lifts enough to see the Lady Margaret laid up in the harbor, covered in that red seaweed, I always wonder if he'd still be here if I had.
Okay. Now, before I go and do the investigation mission, I'm just going to go and see the fortune teller. I'm going to do one of the Ravens missions. That'll take us up to 9 o'clock. Then we'll take a quick pause and then on to the investigations, okay? So let's go and see Madame Roget. I'm triple jabbed as well, Judge. I got my booster just before Christmas. 22nd, I think it was. The day before my wife and I went to see the ballet. I've been lucky, I guess. Go. The Ravens knock. Do we normally go and see a fortune teller brandishing a shotgun? I don't know. She alright? Oh, no, she's fine, she's fine. Let's do the Raven.
I sense an alien presence. The fog obscures a terrible truth concealed behind a veil of... Sorry, old habits. Hey, just so you know, I don't do readings anymore. I've been outside. You don't need second sight to foretell our future. We're all doomed. It's not like I'm gonna need the money. It's strange, but it's the dreams that really get to me, not reality. I can handle reality, but those nightmares just... It's like a really annoying song that gets stuck in your head, repeating over and over and over again. The dreams are always about ravens. Thousands of ravens. Flapping wings, black feathers, dead eyes, beaks and talons tearing and clawing and screeching. Wings of death and pestilence. A black, timeless malice covering Kingsmouth like a funeral shroud. You get the idea. I don't know what any of it means, but it's doing a number on my beauty sleep, I can tell you that.
Okay. Search for ravens. Actually, she had a side mission, didn't she? I will pick that up. I'll do it when I get a chance. Or we could just do it now. I do have a Quality 2 assault rifle. Right, do I have skills? Yeah. So I can now use that. Nice. Okay, so that one's done. So let's go search for some ravens. That's right, Judge. Yeah, we do dungeons, we do elite raids, nightmare raids. I tried joining one nightmare raid. I gotta be honest, I didn't do all that well. But the elite raids, dungeons, yeah, plenty of us around. Funny, I always thought that was harder. From what I remember, I always thought that mini-boss was a lot more difficult. It's funny how you remember things, isn't it? Some things you remember with rose-tinted glasses, some things you remember being a lot harder than they were. Don't know why I stopped then. He's hardly getting a shot off. Okay. So it's north, east, south, and then the northwest and southwest. North. East. South. Was that it? Okay. Come on, Billy boy. Now, I remember that being a lot harder than that. Huh. Here we go. Right. The adventurers of Saffron Mallory will continue.